everybody, how you doing? My name's Dave, and if you've got a catchphrase, you can call me Daveypoo, the mobile music minstrel. So, a few weeks back, David Gibson and the nice folks at FutureSonic were very, very, very generous and very, very, very kind, and they sent me codes for their 3 apps they currently have in the App Store. They have FS Refraktor, FS Reverser, and FS FreezeVerb. So I thought that it was the least I could do to do a little video showing you how I might apply them. Now, I don't typically do straight up app reviews because there's a million people doing straight up app reviews. So I'm going to do a little bit more creative, what I've come up with, sort of a let's play, kind of a Tim Webby, Doug Woodsy, Jakob Hacky kind of a Henny video. Best I can. Daveypoo-y mostly. Mostly pooey though. Lots of poo all over it. So I set this groove up here in AUM. I've got a little thing going with some tricks that I normally do. I'm using the Rosetta Suite. I'm using Neo Soul Keys. I'm using Beat Hawk. I'm using Modal D from Moog because it's awesome and it's new, and why wouldn't you use it? So let's start out. Let me bring up the keys here. So I have Rosetta Cells is playing the chords. Rosetta Arpeggiator is arpeggiating those chords, and Neo Soul Keys is making the noises. And then FS Refraktor is, I'm sorry, not FS Refraktor, FS Reverser Delay is providing the delay. So let's bring this up here. So this would be a forward delay, which is cool, but that just makes it a little more unique, doesn't it? So I like this. I like that it's very, very clean sounding. I like that it's fairly straightforward. I would like to see some things like, sync, tempo sync, I think would be nice. So that you could do some deliberate rhythmic things. But I think it's really fun, and I think the reverser part of it is obviously the appeal. So I have that going, and then I have Maxima to bring up the volume a little bit. So I created a beat, and I used FS Refraktor to create a bass line. So it's got this preset in there called bassline generator or something akin to that, right? Bassline generator. Hey, I was right. So I tweaked it a bit to make it my own style. Let me turn this down. I'm doing okay. I'm not peeking out. So, yeah, it generated a bassline, and I thought that was pretty cool. So then, what I did was I took Model D and it's not. I gotta play that. So I doubled the bass line that FS Refraktor had generated for me with Model D to kind of thicken it up, fill it out. And then I used FreezeVerb to provide this sort of a growly drone underneath the bass, which I think kind of gives some heft. If you don't have headphones on, you should put on some headphones, but it gives some heft to the sound. And I think that's, they're all really unique. I like that they tried to take a slant on each of the effects and make them a little different, the freeze functionality obviously being the standout thing here in FreezeVerb, and the reverse function clearly being the standout feature of Reverser. Obviously, the star of the show, though, is FS Refraktor, though. This thing's really neat, and, you know, it's a lot like, say, Audio Damage's Replicant or Axon, but only in the sense that it's hard to go in and try to make something deliberate, but it's fun if you want to explore. I found a lot more interesting things when I just stopped trying real hard and just went for something wacky and fun. The baseline generating features is the most unique part about the whole thing for me. I really liked that, and then I liked being able to add the other bass in to kind of make it less, I don't know, mask some of the resonation. You know, I wanted to, I'm sure, you know, if I had thought ahead, I could split out the signal from BeatHawk and I could run a dry signal through another channel, and I could mix the wet and dry of FS Refraktor and BeatHawk to kind of give it a little more, make it less resonaty, but I chose to double it with Model D instead and give it that. So let's put these back in, and then of course the stereophonicness. You know, the nice thing about Reverser Delay 2 is that they separated the left and right channels so that you can have them not exactly do the same thing, and it gives a nice ping-pongy effect. It's a very classic touch, and I like that a lot. It really helps make it very spacious and provide some really interesting rhythmic patterns. So there you go. Those are the FutureSonic apps. I dig them. Thanks, David. I really appreciate it. From, you know, one guy with poo to another Dave. Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate you thinking of me. That was super generous of you, and you know, I thought the least I could do is to feature these. So hey, if you guys like the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, you know, dance down the street, but keep your clothes on this time. But you can still shout that Daveypoo's the greatest guy ever. Just don't shout the poo part too loud. People don't want you to really run down the street shouting poo. I don't know. Anyway, that was a bad joke. I don't know where I was going with that, but hope you guys had a good time, and see you later.